The order was given on Thursday night to clear the park because we are concerned about the crowd size and the activities going on in Phipps. We were there on that side of the bridge to protect the parties on the other side of the bridge. On Friday night, the intent was to allow the protesters to stay there until 11 o'clock, and then the order was given. But at 10:42, conditions had deteriorated and the decision was made to break the crowd up at that time. There was also the concern on Friday night that we didn't want to repeat on what occurred on Thursday. On Thursday, as you recall, the crowds left Assembly Plaza and we had 13 businesses that sustained damage. There were fires set, etc. So Friday night, we took measures to prevent these kind of things from reoccurring.
Okay, we're receiving some complaints from students who say that they were confused because they were receiving conflicting sets of orders from police officers, or that they were arrested or maced, yada yada, while attempting to comply or while lying down. Could you tell me if this would affect their charges at all, or if this would be part of the evaluation?
I have spoken to the Chief of Police, Tim Delaney, at Pitt University. I know there are some students who claim that they were caught up in the physical movement of the protesters. We will look at each one individually. If we do find that this is the case, then we'll move to dismiss the charges against them.
Chief, a recurring theme among the people who were there say that they were given no place to go after ordered to leave, that they felt trapped and encircled by the police. What do you make of that?
I really can't understand that. When we moved them from the park, they then reformed on Forbes Avenue. They were formed between Bigelow and Belfield in front of the Cathedral of Learning. Then again, orders were given to disperse. There was probably about 15 minutes time that lapsed between the initial orders were given and when the final order was given. Each order instructed protesters, if you do not disperse, you may be subject to arrest. We didn't see any movement on the protesters to disperse until after we started effecting arrest. When that happened, then many of them tried to flee, and I think at that time they were not really dispersing, they were eluding prosecution. They were running to get away from there is what occurred. But I estimate there were 700 to 800, and we arrested 110 individuals that night, which means that, doing the math in my head, about 85% of them managed to leave the area.
Did you get a sense of how many of those protesters were actually from Pittsburgh and how many were from out of town?
I do have that data. I can say that a number of them are from out of town and also a number are local. I don't know how it would balance out if it's 50-50 breakdown, etc. But there are outside people from as far away as California who were arrested.